So yesterday NIO stock was up by a good 12%, and today at pre-market it was up to over $50 a share. Then suddenly, as I went to check the stock price a couple hours later, it was down to $43.7 and it closed down today 7.87% at $44.5. What is going on? Let's make sense of these movements and I will explain to you why I look at this as a great buying opportunity and just another day in the crazy thing we call the stock market. If you're new here, my name is Sam and welcome to the channel. If you find this video valuable, I would appreciate it a lot if you press that like button. It helps out my channel so much. Also, subscribe if you want to see more NIO and other EV company updates. We're a fast-growing community and I would love to have you on the journey with me. Now let's get back to NIO. First of all, I want to remind you that we're still seeing a share price of over $44, which was just unimaginable to me just a month ago. At that time, I was expecting maybe a $40 share price by the end of the year. But no, NIO just kept exceeding all my expectations. And looking at the weekly stock chart, we see that we are still ending the week on a green. Meaning if you would have bought NIO stock on Monday at market open, you would have made money this week, despite the fact that we are seeing an almost 7 or almost 8% pullback right now. But still, why did this happen? I was very surprised to see this, and for a second I thought that maybe I got the earnings date wrong. But no, the report will be on Tuesday, the 17th, and there is no negative announcements from NIO themselves. Rather, this sell-off was due to a short-selling firm called Citron Research basically putting out a 3-page thesis explaining why they think NIO should be worth less than what it is today. 2 years after Citron recommended NIO stock, they now claim that shares will soon fall to $25 due to competitive vehicle pricing by Tesla and its uncharted rally. As Citron put it, the current share price could never be justified by the Chinese EV market. And unsurprisingly, those bold words are sparking fear. NIO stock has had an incredible journey in 2020, posting gains of more than 1,000% in the year to date, and in fact in just the last month, shares have climbed 100%. Ahead of earnings next week, investors have been paying close attention. Can NIO keep revving up, or is Citron Research right? But as you consider the short-selling report from Citron Research, be sure to remember that there are so many other perspectives. Yes, even acknowledging the seemingly unprecedented rally in NIO stock, there are analysts who think shares will keep climbing higher, me included, although I'm not an analyst of course. In fact, positive headlines had NIO stock climbing higher just earlier this morning. Investors learned that RWC Asset Management, a London-based company, was diving into Chinese equities, and NIO made the top of their new purchasing list. This just goes to show how volatile some of these hot names are in the stock market. Investor Place market analyst Luke Lango is also bullish on NIO. Earlier in October, he reviewed the potential for the electric car market in China, noting that it is the largest automotive market in the entire world. And his conclusion was, simply put, that he believed that at that time NIO could hit $60 a share. In other words, there are no reasons for EV bulls to panic. Do your own research and consider the Citron report against several other arguments. That was from a MarketWatch article released earlier today, and I totally agree that there is no reason for the EV bulls to panic. I don't like to put anyone down, but this so-called thesis is only 700 words long, and it looks like it has been put together by a high school student. The main point of the thesis is basically that the Tesla Model Y will be more affordable than NIO's ES6 hatchback model, and that Tesla in general is just doing really well. And sure, I would personally be stoked to see Tesla doing well, since I am an owner of them too, and since I believe that anyone who thinks that electric vehicles will be the future should own them as well. But with that said, I see no reason why NIO also couldn't be the future of the EV world along with Tesla. NIO has also established themselves quite well as a premium car brand, and I see no reason why consumers wouldn't want to pay up a bit more to buy a NIO car if they perceive it as being more luxurious. And NIO is also hard at work making their cars even more affordable and also adding so many different perks and features to them, that paying up some for their cars might even be an economically wise decision soon. And Citron Research also brought up that NIO is trading at a higher premium than Tesla right now when you compare their share price with how many cars they sell. But what they didn't mention is that NIO has been crushing it in the delivery department and constantly exceeding expectations. Just this October, they more than doubled their car deliveries compared to 1 year ago. And I feel like this growth they're having recently is just reflected in the stock price, giving it a growth premium. Citron also talked about how NIO isn't very shorted right now and that it is going up because people are covering their shorts and not actually buying the stock for the company, but rather because they want to cut their losses after losing money on trying to bet against the company. This is quite ironic in my opinion, considering the fact that Citron Research themselves are short sellers, and that these short sellers have already lost $3.5 billion this year on trying to bet against NIO. Dusanevsky, managing director of predictive analytics at financial analytics firm S3 Partners, also disagreed with Citron, saying that it is long buying and not short covering which is driving NIO's price move right now, and I definitely think so too. So no, I don't understand anyone wanting to sell NIO stock just because of this report. Citron is literally a short seller and makes money manipulating the stock market by releasing these reports and closing their own short positions. Large, credible banking institutions have doubled the price targets of Citron, and we have time and time again seen new price target increases. Also, NIO has never had a problem with orders and has always had a significant backlog compared to what they can actually produce. So the argument that they have had issues with being affordable is outrageous in my opinion. NIO sells every single car they produce before it even leaves the production line and has a backlog of over 6 weeks worth of orders. Also, guess what company Citron Research shorted and called a price target of $100 for in 2016? Tesla itself. And just look at where they are now. Even after the stock split, they are way above $100. So yes, I really don't understand why anyone would want to listen to a company that literally makes their money off of scaring people into selling their stock. I just want to point out though that this doesn't mean that I think everyone that is bearish on NIO is ignorant. It is completely fine to be bearish on a stock, although I don't agree with you at all if you are. Again, I personally think NIO will be hitting levels of $100 and above in the coming couple of years, but I want to be honest with everyone that there is always a chance that I'm wrong. I am not some oracle after all. But if this report was all you needed to sell NIO, I think that is very ignorant. Do your own research, make a decision and stay true to that decision. Also, if you decide to invest in NIO, which in my opinion is a great idea, make sure that you are already having a well-diversified portfolio with stocks from various risk levels. If you believe in the EV market, for example, I see no reason why you shouldn't be owning a bunch of different EV stocks. And if you are well-diversified and risk-tolerant, I think buying NIO at these current levels is just another buying opportunity that will look cheap compared to the prices we will see in the future. Once you stay true to your decision, you will no longer panic every time the stock dips down, and you will be able to sleep well at night. And with that, I want to conclude today's video. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to give it a like to help us reach out to more people about NIO and to just tell them why you shouldn't listen to one single short selling firm before you sell off all your stock. A simple thing and just pressing that thumbs up button really does help out. Also subscribe if you want to see more similar content in the future, and I will make sure to provide more updates for you. I'm amazed to see just how fast this community is growing and that we are already past 2,000 subscribers. So if you watched all the way to this point, subscribe and join us in the journey to hit 10,000 investors by the end of this year. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.